Okay, first please note a change of stage set for Louise's little nightly updates. You can see I was not messing around when I said this was a spectacularly cool and lovely little Airbnb. It does have a dripping tap, albeit the tap is gold. Now, that's the first. I have never knowingly stayed in a place with gold, actual gold taps. I mean, I'm not saying they're like solid 25 carat or anything like that, whatever that is. But anyway, moving swiftly on, I've only had about 1.5 hours sleep. Yeah, I just didn't seem to need more. Uh, when I first arrived, I just ordered some vegan pizza and vegan gelato from a place that I've used before, which I knew to be very good. I wasn't even that interested in the food, and I was very, very fucking tired. I haven't even gone there, telling you about the meeting yesterday morning. Um, that was it was actually fine, and it was actually way, 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 way better than the previous one. It was quite startling and stunning how much things had changed in the space of just over a week. It was amazing in that respect. It was like everyone in the room was transformed, almost, even the psychiatrist. And he just had a humble look about him that he had completely lacked in the beginning. We actually shook hands at the end. He was respectful, he was polite, you know. It yes, it all went very well, and it all went off quite well, relatively swiftly. We just got down to brass tacks, discussing meds, discussing a few practical matters, but all the high emotion and drama, well, nearly all of it, was just taken out of the equation this time around, and yeah, Nina came with me again. Nina, my wonderful young peer support worker. She's actually the same age as my son, 27, and she's doing her master's in psychology at I shouldn't really say personal things, but it's quite a good college has got a good reputation for its psychology courses. So yeah. Okay, so what more have I got to really add at this point? When I arrived, I was absolutely shagged. I really was. I couldn't do much except for just order the food and eat, and had a cup of coffee. They provide lovely fresh coffee here. and a very nice cafetiere, and they even give you oat milk. Can you believe that? That's a first for any Airbnb I've stayed in or a hotel, that they actually provide non-dairy milk, because usually you have to get your own, basically. I did speak to my mum briefly on the phone while on the train coming down. Train journey was a little stressful, not gonna lie. I felt constrained and impatient, like a little kid. Are we there yet? Type scenario, and picking up on people's thoughts is bloody inconvenient, especially when those thoughts are one's frustration, depression, all kinds of negative stuff that people have going on in their heads, like the recurring thoughts of wanting to die. And when I hear those thoughts, I literally do. Look, I don't hear voices as in I'm hearing like a voice, like I would hear your voice if you were in the room with me physically. I'm not hearing that, but I'm hearing stuff that I know is not mine. Do you get me? And it brings a change over me when I am around it. And this is embarrassing, inconvenient. How long have you got for me to describe just how bloody annoying it can be? The fact is, I'm not so very odd, I'm not so very weird, and I'm not so very far from you guys or from anyone, because we are all fucking fragile and we are all sensitive. As Marvin Gaye did say in that song, What's Going On? We're all sensitive people, so much to give. Anyway, I'm looking forward to later this morning going out and stuff. If I need to catch up on sleep, I can do that anytime. I can set my own schedule. I think the vague plan is for me to visit my mum, because it's her, day when she doesn't have to do anything else. So I might as well. I've offered my son to go and stay at my place because he had been talking about fancying a trip to London, or fancying, having a bash at being in London. I had to relay this information through my mum. I don't even know if she passed it on because she tends to forget a lot of shit. I don't have direct contact with my son. It's just not something that we have at the moment. We haven't for considerable time, well over a year. Even before that, it would always be him who would initiate contact. It would not be me. I mean, you can say, well, you didn't try. Well, yes, but I knew better than to just try phoning him randomly, for instance, because he doesn't pick up, and, I'm texting, same deal, really. If he's in the mood, then he'll have a conversation with you. But you asking him how he is not gonna yield really any results. So I did leave it to him, and I think that was probably the best policy. Okay, enough for now. This is quite a long one. I hope it all goes down fine, and I hope you are equally wowed by my Airbnb as I am and have been. Okay, night night.